An actor who has left everyone surprised with his performance in Wade. I have the very charming Riteish Deshmukh with me. You're on India Today. Firstly, a huge welcome.
Thank you.
कैसा का है?
एकदम मस्त.
एकदम मस्त जैसे आपकी सीरीज
अरे
आपकी फिल्म भी रही है
thank you.
वेड. I have to firstly congratulate you, Ritesh. You know, for the longest time we have always seen you and there has been a stereotype when it comes to you and your performance
जी.
as a comedian.
Sure.
To have erased that completely with Wade, and not just performance at the performance level but also at the box office level, were you expecting the kind of response that you've got?
No, not at all. Because what happens when you do a Marathi film, you're always tentative as to how people are going to receive it. Because for a film to do well, especially in Marathi, people have to like the film.
Yeah.
Because rarely do you have films that will open well and just work because of a great opening. That advantage you have in Hindi and other languages, but unfortunately we don't have that advantage. So we just hope that the film opens and people like what they see. I think we were on the luckier side that people went in good numbers to watch it and appreciated what they saw, so couldn't ask for more.
I mean, it's the third highest grossing Marathi film of all times.
Second.
Second. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And,
after Sairat.
and the highest for this year, right?
Right.
These figures are phenomenal, especially like you said, because Marathi cinema is still growing. I mean, for as we call it now, the pan-India audiences, they are slowly getting introduced to that cinema all the more. Do you see Wade as one of those opportunities which will open the floors more? Because of course, with Sairat that happened, but I feel that this will push the momentum all the
No,
more.
I feel that films like Sairat. So what happened? Let me just take you back. It started with say Duniadari, which did 25 crores. Then came Time Pass, which did about 25 crores, 30 crores. Then came Lay Bhari, which was my first film, which did about 36, 37 crores, whatever. Then Natasamrat, which did 40 crores. And then came Sairat,
Yeah.
which almost, took a huge leap right up to 89, 90, 100, whatever the figure is. So that kind of leap makes the entire industry rejuvenate to do something. Unfortunately, this was 2016. Post that, there was a lull, and there was pandemic, and there was people are not going out to watch. Forget Marathi films, even Hindi films. People weren't going to the theaters to watch it in as much strength as they usually go, and that affects in Maharashtra. What happens is that every other industry, you talk about Telugu, you talk about Tamil, you talk about Kannada, Malayalam, they watch their films before they watch Hindi films.
I agree.
But in Maharashtra, the first choice is Hindi films, then comes Marathi films.
Also because Bollywood is sort of.
No, absolutely. And so the thing is that the fight is not about making a good film. The fight is also making a good film, then to see what Hindi films are releasing, what Hollywood biggies are coming, what South dubs are going to release. So it's of course, it's an uphill task, but then still again, you have to really go out there and hope that it does well. And I think what you spoke about Pan India, it's a wonderful feeling to have a film that can stretch boundaries in languages. I feel that a time has come where Marathi films, though the budgets are restricted or smaller, if your content can resonate with boundaries beyond Maharashtra, I think we can see newer kind of businesses coming up soon.
And I'm so happy. I mean, when I saw the business that Wade did, it made me happy because I know that there's so much content in Marathi cinema which needs to be seen by a wider audience eventually. But I also want to know, because what is interesting is that you've been around in the industry for that long, but you turned director for the first time for a film like Wade. Was it a conscious decision to turn director for a film which is in Marathi language, because it is also your thinking language?
No, I wanted to direct for quite some time, but you're so busy with your acting assignments, you really don't think that this is the time. Okay, fine, you feel that you still have time, but during pandemic, I think it gave us time to really think what to do. And in fact, with Wade, it was a film that me and Genelia wanted to do in Marathi, but at that time I did not think that I wanted to direct. In fact, I took it to three directors
Oh,
to as we approached them as production house that we have this subject, we would want you to direct it. But unfortunately, just post pandemic, everyone was busy, so they had taken up work. And then Genelia said, "Why don't you?" Good for me. Genelia said, "Why don't you work on it and see if you feel like you want to direct this film?" She really, supported me in achieving this forgotten dream of mine. Also, you know, the most important thing about directing something for an actor is the decision that you want to direct.
yeah.
Because what happens that, as an actor, it's an easy job.
Huh.
But after you've been an actor for 20 years, now you decide to direct, there comes a lot of judgment as to what is he going to do. What in retrospect, I can say because the film has worked, so it's fine to talk about it. But there were a lot of things. But I decided I don't want to think about it. I did not make a big deal about, oh, I'm directing a film. I went quietly. We shot the film, and yes, proudly so. I always wanted my first film to be in Marathi, so I never had the thought of doing a film in Hindi. But I'm glad that it happened in Marathi, and I'm happy that it happened in a way that
Also, directing your wife in the first film, what was that like?
see. You know what? I have realized for a director, the the best thing that you can have is are good actors, because half your job is done.
I agree.
And she's such a wonderful actor. I've been a fan of her craft ever since her first film. I have worked with her as a co-actor, and it was after 10 years that we were working together again. And this time to just direct, there was a sense of maturity in her, because we both have seen lives differently and together. So it was wonderful directing her. But like you said, how is it directing a wife? I always have this humorous take saying that, घर पे बीवी हमेशा बोलती है बहुत हो गया बहुत हो गया बहुत हो गया, एटलीस्ट कहीं तो मैं बोलूँ कट,
Suddenly the power is in your.
बस अब मैं डिसाइड करूँगा.
No, but like you also mentioned, 10 years gap, of course, between both of you coming together as performers. But I mean, the genre is also very different.
Yeah,
Completely different. I mean,
yeah.
this is so much more intense and something that no one expects out of Riteish and Genelia together.
Even like a lot of people asked when they heard that I was directing, so they expected me to direct a comedy.
Yeah.
कि मैं आऊँगा तो comedy करूँगा, or a biopic. But I wanted to direct a film that would touch, in general, middle class homes and families who would want to watch. See, in fact, Chota Muh Badi Baat, I'm not comparing my film to this great film, but when I thought of this film, I thought of Hum Aapke Kaun, and like how families came to watch that film.
Yeah.
I wished that I hope that, if it connects, families should come and watch the film, because it's a family film. And also, it's not the kind of films I have done in my career.
I agree.
It's not the role that I've done in my career. So also, it's a love story. It's a romantic film, and I'm not known for romantic films.
Yeah.
Right. So you might meet, okay, when people, एक villain, comedy, or lay bhari action, but romance is something that was new. I wanted to, for me at least. But it was wonderful exploring that. And strangely, I met Suraji yesterday.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
at the event, and I met him, and he said that he enjoyed Wade, and I said, I have to share this with you. When I was making the film, my only thought, I'm not comparing my film to your great film, but just the way Hum Aapke Kaun made me feel while going, like I want to take my entire family to watch.
I agree.
That is what's, and I also told him that, in fact, I didn't tell him this, but the fact that, you get tweets, you get Instagram, and there was this entire family of 85 people who stood in one line.
Wow.
With grandfather, grandmothers, grandchildren, uncle, auntie, chacha, chachi, and 85 were holding the tickets, saying that as a family we've decided to come and watch. So I felt like, wow, this is that's
Mission accomplished. I mean, what you thought.
more than mission accomplished. I feel, God has blessed you with more than what you dreamt of.
I agree. But you should also tell Genelia to act a little more. Like you said, I agree completely that she's such a phenomenal actor. But she does. I told her also when I
No, no,
spoke
yes,
to her.
I hope so. I think she's one more film of hers is coming soon.
Yes, we saw. Listen, you were there.
Yes, but I couldn't see the trailer. I was behind backstage.
Trial period. I'm
Trial period, yes.
Yeah, I'm really
So
excited.
she's wonderful in that, and we hope to see more of her.
So now, are you going to juggle between? You've done this before, but now with Wade working really well, the expectation is, of course, a lot more, right? So, are you going to be juggling between different languages, try and do different things?
I have I definitely want to concentrate on Mumbai Film Company. We are 10 years old now. We've done 6 films. We want to do more films to produce in Marathi. Hopefully, we will probably venture out in Hindi and other languages as a production house. So as a production house. But personally, acting, I want to work more in Marathi along with Hindi, of course.
Okay.
Direction, I don't know what I'm going to do, but if something comes
Maybe an action film next. अब
God
romance
knows.
तो कर लिया.
No, no, I mean, I don't want to stick to a particular genre,
Yeah.
but you know, if anything that touches your heart.
I agree. But yeah, I'm also looking forward to seeing you in different roles because I feel that I genuinely did not expect Wade to be this good for a first time director as well, that was amazing. Lastly, but now I want to know, you have come out of that box which people had obviously put you into, where everyone thought that you would only do comedy. What next for Riteish Deshmukh?
So, what's next for me is I'm doing my debut in a long form series. So I would start soon. I'm not at the liberty to announce where what.
प्लेटफॉर्म बोल सकता है.
नहीं प्लेटफॉर्म भी मुझे खुद नहीं पता मुझे सिर्फ काम करना है बट आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड इट इज something that I've never done before, so I'm excited.
I did all that posing yesterday with Jyoti workout. Maybe it's Geo Studios.
No, is it you? I have no clue because I have not been approached by a studio. We're doing it at a production house, so it's their call to take it to whatever platform.
Lovely. So I'm looking forward to that, Riteish.
Thank you.
On that note, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And I hope that you continue doing great work.
Thank you.